Hello, I'm Tom Matuska here on behalf of the Matuska Taxidermy Supply Company and my production manager, Mandy Swart, and we're just really excited about all the base+matic habitat materials that we've developed and currently sell through the supply company. We have a wide array of artificial rock bases. These are styrofoam bases, though these look like 50 pounds of rocks. They're actually 3 or 4 pounds, made of very high density foam, set in to adorn them in walnut hollow bases, both thick and thin arrangements. We have little rock clusters that can be added to your driftwood displays. We have artificial driftwood. We have a whole array to make the taxidermist habitat jobs easier. A lot of taxidermists are very proficient when it comes to mounting the bird or the fish or the mammal, only to fall short and struggle when it comes to the habitats and dioramas. So our goal was to make it easier for the taxidermist to increase his profits and impress his customers with really attractive bases.
So say I want to mount a ruffed grouse. How would you do the habitat for that?
These make great bird bases. They're simple, easy, very, very attractive. If I were doing a ruffed grouse, I think of where this bird resides, typically north. Up north you have a lot of conifers. How about we add some artificial pine, maybe sprinkle a little snow on here with some adhesive. So you got pine, you got snow, you got a little rock base. If you wanted to, you could take our cover grass. This is bug proof, nothing can destroy this in its natural grass. You could add some little sprigs of grass. Simply because this is foam, you can drill right in it, put little strands of grass, add your pine, little snow, drill some holes for your wires that come out of your grouse's feet, and you have an instant base for a ruffed grouse.
Excellent, but say I want to use the same rock, can you use it for fish as well?
For a fish, if this were a pedestal mount fish, I would take my fish body and I would make some kind of attachment to it, and if you will hold that, we have square stock and we have different methods of attaching fish. You can put a wire in your body. Say you have this fish coming off the rock base like that for a little pedestal. You can have them going up, going down. You can add little clamshells, a little lure you could put in there, anything to add some interest to that. If you want a wet look, your fish is probably already glossy because you glossed your fish. You can put some gloss on here and make a beautiful underwater scene. Another method that we do with the base+matic material, now this isn't fastened, you'll want to fasten your base into the hardwood, but this can go on the wall and your fish can go in front of it like that, attached to the base, so that would hang on the wall with your fish swimming in front of it. So fish, these are excellent for fish, all different sizes, for everything from small fish all the way up to big fish.
This rock here is one of our largest rocks. What would you put on this?
This is a beautiful shale piece, and super high density foam. We use these a lot of times for pedestal mounts on our game heads. If you were to attach a deer head and balance him on here so that the brisket rod comes up through here, you can have it slide on and off, add some habitat. I would probably maybe add a snaggy piece of wood coming out of here. You can screw right into this. This will hold screws like pine. You can add some aspen or birch that we carry from the supply company and make a beautiful pedestal mount that can set on the table for your game heads. It can also be used for small mammals. You could have a bobcat climbing up or down from it. Just match the animal to the size of the base.
And this one is available in 2 color options? Correct?
Yes, most of our shale rocks come in either gray shale or kind of a rust-colored shale like this, available in 2 different colors. We also carry a large supply of driftwood. I know when I go to look for driftwood, I can never find the right piece for a largemouth bass or walleye, for instance. When I do find that piece, it would work for every single fish that I do. So we've molded some really attractive pieces of driftwood that work really nice for fish. This is an example of one. It's a larger piece. A lot of times we have to piece our real driftwood together and it gets very heavy. This is a cedar driftwood. It's got wood in the back for your hanger. heavy 10-pound density urethane foam. Here's two different styles. It's the gray and the cedar, the weathered and the cedar. This could be used like this. It could be used sideways. It could be used to put multiple fish on. And an example of that is back here. This is a crappie display, a crappie bluegill display, and with 5 fish, it takes up a whole lot of room. And if we pieced real driftwood together, we're going to have, oh man, 35 to 40 pounds of cedar to hang on the wall, which is really too heavy. We've taken these driftwood pieces like this and put them together with long landscape screws, and then we bondo the union and then texture it and paint it. Just texture it with a brush, put some striations in it to match, and paint it. And then I've also added to that, I've added the little rock clusters. There's no need in putting 4 or 5 rocks together and trying to figure out how to fasten them. These are all one little unit. They can be hot glued, bondoed, auto body puttied, whatever, epoxied to your driftwood to hold them in place.
This specific piece was done with 2 of the same pieces of driftwood, correct?
Right. And I took, actually, this, if you can see this piece right here was that one. I took another one just like it, connected it over here. So, and you can't tell, done properly, you can't tell, where the union is. It's very, very strong. That whole fish display probably doesn't weigh 7-8 pounds. Whereas if I use real wood, it would be much, much, much too heavy.
Now all these rocks are individually hand painted, but we do offer online an unpainted version.
These rocks, I am so sold on these rocks. A rock like this should normally weigh about 4 pounds, which is weight prohibitive to use on your mounts, plus you couldn't drill into it. It's made of a heavy urethane foam. I am so confident in these things. I bet I could drive my truck over here and not break them. These things are sturdy.
I wouldn't go that far.
I really can. I'm sure I can. We could drive right over that, and I'll bet you dinner it will stay together.
I'll take that bet.
I'll take that bet. Okay, I have a bet with my producer, Mandy Swart, that I can run over this rock and not damage it. This is a base+matic rock. It's nothing up my sleeves. It's a real urethane rock. This is not a real rock, no matter what you may believe. It looks like a real rock and everything. I bet I can run over it with my car and not damage it. So let's see, for a free dinner. Tuck it under my tire. They do it? Okay. Oh, oh. Ho, 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 look at this. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I got a free rock. Oh, this thing's awesome. Whoa.